Listen, you are one DM away from your destiny, from millions. In regards to building your billionaire brand, not you're not yet at your passive income goal as a millionaire or even a billionaire, but a lot of us are out here just kind of scrolling and kind of lost and double tapping, watching everybody else win. While you aren't making moves to actually build your own brand for your own, you're praying to God to send you a sign to be able to show you how to build your online income, and your opportunity is right in front of you. But when he sends it in the form of a person, you ignore the message. 3 years ago, I was actually in digital marketing and defeated and trying to figure it out. YouTube, trying to figure out different direction, confused, uneducated, but hungry to make my millionaire, now billionaire band. But boom, my connection, Daniel Chou, through YouTube, and he DM'd me. He didn't pitch me. He built a community of like minds, and he literally is getting people, even his wife, Celina Chou, that even inspired the launch of the live virtual conversations on May 6th on 2025, building this billionaire brand. He didn't sell me a dream. He gave me a blueprint. And in giving that blueprint, it wasn't a guarantee that anything would happen. The whole idea was to be mentored and to show you that you can reach your financial goals if you don't give up on yourself. So from food stamps to seven figures, he's not just lucky. He leads with faith, with discipline, with work. And he puts the time in to be able to show you how to build your billionaire brand. And if you do want success, if you want to have the best opportunity there, the best way to do so is to actually work with someone that's doing it as well. But community and purpose, that's what Passion Over Profits is. And listening and looking at the DMs and not taking your Facebook for advantage. He has making sure that you have a core marketing message, making sure that you actually run and build the brand with a core marketing message and a domino statement. Daniel Chou is one of those individuals that works hard in the background, but then in the forefront helps other people to attempt, observe, and adjust. He's one of the individuals that's going to continuously show us that showing up and for yourself is the way that you grow and build your billionaire brand. So this isn't just a testimony, my friends. My friend, is literally coming on to show you the take money now method. And it's your turn to show you. So taking action, what can happen, and being able to know from digital DMs to digital millions. Daniel Chou coming to the stage, my brother. What up though, Coach? Adriane Mayes, how are you?
Good to see you, Adriane. Thank you for bringing me to your show. Finally, after all the big shots you brought on your show, now it's my turn. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, you are the big shot coming to my show because, again, 3 years ago, just meeting in the DMs and literally now progressing that you're stuck with me for life. I keep telling you that. So it's one of those things that, I'm just excited to have you on, just being the warrior you are. So watching people like me coming through like from 3 years ago, how does that make you feel, Coach, just even connecting here today?
Well, I would say number one, I'm glad to see your progress. Okay, because in the last 3 years from our first encounter, and in between the 3 years, you have been building multiple business, not just one, right? Both online, offline, and I see you growing not just for yourself, but also I see that you are creating impacts, changing other people's lives. So me, as part of your journey, me personally, I feel super proud.
Well, I appreciate that, Coach, because again, even just seeing your wife coming on board as a digital marketing, how does that make you feel, like even just seeing the impact that you're making with the tools and the systems that you created to actually bring in income in the digital space?
Well, I would say you're talking about right now. My wife is working with me, right? But it didn't come easy because she was one of the people within my family member when I first started. She was actually one of the people who tried to protect me by asking me not to do it, right? And yeah, but after 4 years, then after this year, she went to the funnel hacking live. She met up with other like big time female marketers that
Mm-hmm.
opened her eye. Okay, when I say open her eye, because she not only saw other digital marketers, but she also saw other business like real estate business, insurance business, a lot of different business. They all use the power of internet and also the tools, like you mentioned, right?
Right.
AI, funnel, all that good stuff to scale their business. So that event really opened her eye. Okay, so number one, gold nuggets today for you guys, whoever is watching this show right now. If you want to grow faster, right, I highly suggest you go to some kind of mastermind or real in-person event, okay? Because the value you're gonna receive and also the energy at the venue you're gonna walk away with, that's something you cannot get from like a virtual event, from watching videos. So long story short, right now I feel like I finally accomplished something. Okay, it's not easy, but now I'm happy that my family member and also my teammates, my students, they also see the high potential of internet business.
And one thing, if you are listening, if you can drop team into the chat, I want you to actually talk a little bit about what it looks like for you, my friend. Just if people aren't familiar with your story, what it looked like before and where you are now. If you could just kind of give some insight to give people motivation.
Yeah, before I the 4 years ago, the reason 4.5 years ago, the reason why I started this business, I would say pretty much just like everybody who is watching this right now. Okay, when you get to the point that you realize that you were actually broke, then you have to find a solution. Okay, and the reason why I was broke was because I used to be a defense contractor. Okay, security business for over 15 years. That's the only thing I knew. But my first son, Ace, was born in 2015. And that's the time I decided to walk away from that line of work, right? Because I don't want to keep going to the war zone anymore. So the first business I did online was actually Amazon FBA. So that's what I knew of, right? If you want to make some money, you got to sell something, and the easiest way to sell something is to have an internet business because you are not limited by your region, your territory, sometimes not even country. You can reach out to people all over the world, right? So the first business I did was Amazon FBA. I used to have a supplement brand with my partner at the time on Amazon. Then we did that for 3.5 years. However, after I started doing that, I start learning about internet marketing and all that good stuff. But long story short, after 3.5 years, that business didn't work out. Okay, because of all the business overhead. Even though the sales number looks nice, right? We probably pull in multiple six figures per year selling physical supplements. But after you minus the expenses of running ads, the Amazon's cut, factory, the original manufacturer, their profit, and all that good stuff, you are not left with too much money. And you still need to reinvest that to acquire more inventory. So the time I left that business, my bank account was negative, and credit card company was chasing me. Right, I owe about $35,000 in credit card debt. Okay,
Oh,
and
35,000, coach. You say it like it's like a dollar or something. How did that make you feel? But 35,000 in debt, you were able to come home and be okay with that?
from multiple credit cards. Okay, I
Yes.
remember every night I lie awake. Okay, and at the time I was alcoholic, so that didn't help, right? And that's my solution. Okay, at night I was panicking. During daytime I consume alcohol, right? And didn't really know the solution. Okay, so that's then one day I had to put my family on food stamps, and as a father, as a husband, right? That's the big, I would say shameful experience to myself. Okay, so out of my desperation, I think one day I saw an video ads talking about this affiliate marketing. I didn't know what affiliate marketing is. Okay,
Mhm.
and but one thing attracted me was there was a way that I can actually sell something and make money from it without buying inventory. Okay,
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
was a new concept to me 4.5 years ago, right? As someone who came from an e-com space, you got to have product, you got to buy inventory, you got to find a factory, right? Then resell those products. So affiliate marketing was new. And the reason why I jumped in because I didn't have any money left. If you ask me to buy some inventory, I didn't have money. So that's the only business model available to me that gave me a second chance. Okay. So I started doing that. And of course, the initial couple months was full of struggle. That's why my family member, my mom in Taiwan, my wife, Celina, they all encouraged me to get another job in addition to my day job as a delivery guy that I have been doing, right? So initially, it was not easy. But everything changed after I started working with Jonathan, hiring mentors.
So let's talk about that because that's a hell of a story. And you know, as I'm celebrating 22 months of sobriety, just how do you do
Congratulations.
that? Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. So, but having that like alcoholic mindset, right? How are you able to actually get through those painful, you know, moments to be able to keep going? Honestly.
Two things I would say if I need to find the key things that actually made me change to become a different person. Two things, okay? Two things happened during that period of time. Uh, Number one was I remember one day, okay, and me and Celina we fought all the time because of money pressure, right? Just like a lot of couples out there, right? Especially if somebody who is watching this right now, you are going through financial challenge, you know the atmosphere inside house won't be good, okay? So we were already fighting a lot, right? So our marriage the is at risk. Okay.
Right.
But I remember one day that was in the morning. I was after I consumed alcohol, I was drunk. Then we went into an argument about money, right? Then she say something pissed me off. So I exploded. Okay. When I say exploded, I mean I smashed all the furnitures inside the house and all that stuff. Right. I had to call my two little boys, say, hey, you guys go upstairs, don't watch this. Then I blew up. Okay. To the point I feel I couldn't contain myself. Okay. If I don't do something, I'm gonna damage my family even further, right? So I call the cop. So I pick up the phone, I call the cop, I say, hey, can you come and also help me sort out the situation, right? But I didn't realize cop don't just go to your house and do nothing. So I
I'm sitting here like you called the cops on yourself.
yeah, so they
We
came.
gotta talk about that, brother. You know, call the
Yeah,
cops. Like
yeah. No, I didn't know. I say, hey, just come because I couldn't stop this, right? You guys come and help me stop this. So
right.
they come, talk to me, talk to Celina, then decided to put me in the jail. Okay, so put me in jail. Yeah. So for 3 days. In that 3 days, that made me realize because I couldn't see my family. Okay, I couldn't see my kids. I didn't know. I didn't have the money to even bail myself out. So I didn't know how long I'm gonna stay in that jail cell, right? But
Right.
after 3 days, they say, hey, you can go. Okay. So no charge was filed. But that 3 days made me decide to change. What if I don't have a second chance? What if I couldn't see my family for months or maybe
Right.
years? Who knows, right? So that's number one. Number two, so I come back. After I came back, I decided to change, and with the help from AA, with the help from church, then that put me on the better track. That's number one. Second thing was what I start coaching people. Okay, I start working with few students here and there, right? And while the students, the program goes bigger, I feel that responsibility. Okay, so I feel I found my purpose, if you will. So once you have the purpose, I didn't even want to drink because after I drink, the next day it affects my performance.
Right. Right.
So yeah, so two things. One was I got locked up. Second thing was I found a purpose.
And it's so crazy, even before this call today. And it's funny that this is not the direction I thought our call was going to go into. I saw the picture September 29th, 9:54 p.m., the day before I got my third DUI. just literally before this call, I love how God works. But just being able to take accountability of where you are. But you know what? Honestly, I'm so thankful that everything happened the way it happened, because I wouldn't be here talking to you right now and you inspiring other people to show what can be possible if you continue to keep going. And if I can be honest, Coach, one of the things that attracted me to you, even at the beginning, was your work ethic. Like, you have a work ethic that's bar to none. Now, even with that type of work ethic, what made you actually have the Wealth Warriors coaching team, in regards to like Nathan Bokkers and Ankush Shetty and Alwi and Chris Mcmanamy? And so creating that team for having a lifetime coaching offer, that's what attracted me to come back to you in March of this past year. So what made you actually take everything that you've been through and create this team around you to have that passion that you shared is helping people?
I would say number one, I consider myself lucky. Okay, lucky doesn't mean I went through less challenges than anybody, but
Right.
I'm lucky to have students like you, right? Members like you, right? I see Steve in the chat, and
I was
also
going to say
all
that's
the
true.
coaches on the team. Me and Nate, we started around the same time. Okay, so that was I started few months before Nate. That was at the end of 2020. Then
Mhm.
early 2021. Because nothing was working for me. Okay, so I decided to invest the money I didn't had to find myself a coach. Okay,
Mhm.
so this is also a tip for everybody, because
Right.
there are a lot of superstar coaches out there. And when I hire my first coach, I pay attention to somebody has the results I wanted, and somehow make me feel that success, the process that got that person the success, I can somehow learn and duplicate it. Okay,
Mhm.
so there are a lot of like millionaires out there. A lot of people they make eight figures, but to me at the time, I feel it's hard for me to copy that process. I need to find somebody who started not too far away than me. They have massive results, so it's easier for me to model and copy. So after I look around, I found that one person, Jonathan Montoya. Okay,
That's amazing. Okay.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah. And after I know him for the last 4 years,
Mhm.
I that's another thing I would say myself lucky, okay, because he is really that kind of mentor I needed. Okay, I need it. And talking about work ethic, right? I like to outwork everybody, but Jonathan,
Right.
I cannot outwork him. He works even crazier than me. Maybe he's younger.
But you know what's crazy? All of us have an engineering background. So it's like we have this engineering mindset that we can actually put things together. And so even in looking at your school community, where again, you're so humble in regards to your process and all the things that you have achieved. And again, you and Nathan with the Passion Over Profits community and having these different wins, like, Celina with the commission, all these different commissions with the program that you created. How does that make you feel to see Rachel with the win, Christopher with the win? Just people can thank you, Daniel and Nathan, and even showing how these things are possible. You're not just talking the talk, coach. You're actually walking the walk as well. How does those little wins that other people have, like you said, is your purpose, building this amazing community and having all these different opportunities with Passion Over Profits, because you're not just talking about it, you're doing it. How does
Yeah.
that feel to see the success of your something that you created, even having from where you started to where you are now?
Number one, I mean, the success of pop this school community is not
Mhm.
just me. Okay, it's not
Of
just
course.
me. I'm just one of the nuts and bolts of this entire operation, right? Without
Mhm.
your support, without other amazing members' support, this community won't be here. And also for the coaches to get back to your last question. So me and Nate, we started around the same time, but
Mhm.
in our early stage, right? We met Alwi, Chris, Salvatore. They all started with nothing, just like everybody else.
Right.
So me and Nathan helped them found their first success. Then we started create things together, right? Then step by step. To answer your question, okay, now when I see student wins, um, I'm really happy for you guys. Okay, when I see you guys have results, because especially the very first one or two results, even if it is small, because I know how important that is to people who are just getting started. Okay, you won't believe how excited I was when I finally made my first $3 online. Yeah,
Yes, I do, because I know how excited I was when I got my first online. And then shout out to Steve, like you said, that's supporting, and Papa Don, who's definitely supporting as well. So he comes through and is very active in the school community as well. But like you said, this team that you built, like you guys are amazing. I don't want to knock out Salvatore because I forgot to say his name as well. But all of you guys started from nothing, and you're be able to show people what's possible. How important is it, Coach, even with having an amazing team? I call you guys the AI Cash Story Dream Team. But even with having a team like this, how important is it for you to build your brand and to stand out, to show who you are, to actually go through in your process?
I would say it's super important, okay? If you really want to build a long-term business, right? Like when you first got started, most of people, they just want to prove this concept works, right? So most of people focus on just making money, right? Promote whatever you think can make you money. That's okay to start with that. But if you really want to get to the point that whatever you sell, people gonna buy, then you need a personal brand. Okay, you need a personal brand, and that involves a lot of storytelling. Adriane probably will talk about that on this interview, right? So I realized that, I mean, because initially when I promote Jonathan's the Freedom Breakthrough at the time, I already got to the point that I have no problem closing sales, right? So I can close 3, 4, 5 high ticket sales a day. So I was making good money at the time, okay? But I want to go to next level, okay? So after I hit my first 6 figure, I try to find out how can I hit 7 figures. Then I learned from mentors, in order to hit 7 figures, you need to have a team, okay? Hitting 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, you can do it by yourself, okay? You can grind it out. I think everybody can hit 6 figures, okay? But go from 6 to 7, you need to have a team, okay? You don't need to have a big team, but you need to start delegate, right? Those mundane daily tasks to your team members so you can focus on scaling your business, okay? So that's the time I realized I need to start looking for my team, okay? And the easiest one, when I look for team members, I look for people who I can trust, okay? So especially Nate, Salvatore, Chris, right? Ankush, Alwi, we have been working together for so long, so it's easy option for me to go to them. Yeah.
That's amazing, because I feel the same way. My business partner, Enyka Gaines, I mean, I wouldn't be able to be here without just the support of, like you said, of having a team. What are some characteristics that you look for in, not only a team at work, but a team, in regards to Celina and people believing in you? What are some of the characteristics that you look for in order to, look for that team to be successful?
To me, okay, maybe everybody's point of view would be different, but to me, number one thing I look for is work ethic. Okay, like I can tell if somebody has drive or not. That's the most important thing to me. Yeah.
Work ethic, definitely.
Work ethic,
Right.
there are so many challenges that you need to overcome, right? And if you are not in the position that you really want it, you're gonna quit when you hit major challenges.
That's true, and I agree with that as well. Like, so let's talk a little bit about OfferLab, this collaborative marketplace, because that's why I wanted to ask you the question about team and work ethic. And we were talking a little bit offline about this amazing marketplace, and I even pulled up your offer that you have in OfferLab as well. How do you actually, because you're a 2-comma winner with Russell Brunson, your humble self. So you became, a millionaire through his process. So how do you feel now with this collaborative marketplace that you guys have and offering pop within this marketplace as well?
I would say OfferLab is a brand new business model that previously was never been available to like online entrepreneurs like you and me, right?
Right.
So couple things just to give you guys a recap. If you haven't got your OfferLab account, maybe Adriane, you want to drop in the chat, get your free OfferLab account, okay? For a couple of reasons. Number one, I want to compare OfferLab and also some other public affiliate networks that people know of, right? Most people know ClickBank, JVZoo, Warrior Plus, right? Those public affiliate networks. Okay. So in old days, let's say if I want to promote other people's offer, I went on ClickBank, then I can pick and choose which product I want to promote, right? But I can only focus on one offer at a time. For example, if I promote Jonathan's offer, right, then I can only focus on that one offer at a time. Okay, guys, and the sales process was fully controlled by the product vendor, which means we throughout that sales process, which one is the first product, which one is the upsell, which one is the downsell, they all controlled by that one particular product vendor. Okay. But with OfferLab, now I have option. Okay, I have option. I can create my own super funnel, which I think that would be the best combination for my audience. For example, if I like Adriane, she has an AI offer, I can take that AI offer as my front end product. Then once people buy that, I can send people to different product vendors offer. For example, I can have Jonathan's offer as an upsell. After people check out Jonathan's offer, I can send them to my pop offer, so on and so forth. Okay, so now I have the ability to create unlimited super funnel by collaborating with all top converting offers out there for free. For free, okay? You can do this. Everybody can start this right now. Do it for free, right? Like my wife Celina, she just recently put together a funnel inside her OfferLab account targeting mindset people, right? We talk about make money online all day long, but
Right.
you look at your content strategy, business mindset, right? Money mindset is also important to everybody's success, right? So me and Celina, we like to do some mindset content as well. So that offer will be perfect to people who like mindset. Okay, so with OfferLab, you can create all kinds of different offer tailored towards different segment of your audience. So you naturally you convert more. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, this is the new business concept. This is what Russell Brunson call it Warren Buffett passive income model. Okay, what does that mean? So we all know on OfferLab, you can pick any offer you want to promote and make money from that free. Okay, free. But there is another way to make money from OfferLab is Warren Buffett passive income model. So in 1960s, Warren Buffett had this idea, right? He invested all kinds of big unicorn company, they stuck. But he saw this opportunity, right? He thought to himself, what if instead of just investing in each individual company, what if there is a way that I can get a small percentage of all business day transactions? Then he found this opportunity from American Express. So he invested half of his personal asset into American Express. So Warren Buffett, his company, is actually biggest shareholder of American Express. Okay, American Express was actually the one who sued me.
That's how I was laughing
Okay.
at when you were
So
saying that.
after he invested in American Express, then whoever used credit card transaction, American Express charged 3%, more or less. Okay, without them worry about if your business doing good or not. As long as you do credit card transaction, I take a small cut. Okay, that business model, imagine what if you can get a small percentage from all other people's transaction without you doing any work. That's a real passive income. Okay, and I saw this opportunity from OfferLab because that's exactly one of the ways you can make money from OfferLab. Okay, by simply introduce this free platform to as many people as possible. Okay, so OfferLab, they allow you to make override money in addition to promoting other people's products, making commissions. Okay, Russell Brunson actually, let's say you start promoting OfferLab free account, you get 100 people join OfferLab through you, they all get free account. Okay, so those 100 people, you start, those 100 people start promoting different products. Some of them might be course creators like myself. Some of them might list their products on OfferLab, have other people sell their offers for them, right? So you have 100 people doing business on OfferLab because you are the one who introduced them to OfferLab. All their transactions, you get 0.5% without you doing any work, okay? Then once you reach super affiliate level, which is after you make $100,000 revenue on OfferLab, your override percentage will be increased from 0.5% to 2% from all their transactions. Imagine what if you can make 2% override from everybody's transaction that you introduce them to OfferLab. That's a real passive income. That's why I start building my business on OfferLab as well.
And it makes sense. And seriously, when you explained it to me, Coach, I'm gonna be honest with you. At first, I didn't jump in when everybody else jumped in at the beginning of June or May when you started the opportunity, because I didn't see the vision. But when you explained it to me in regards to the American Express idea, it makes sense. And it was literally a light bulb, and that's why it was one of my birthday gifts that I got for myself was investing into OfferLab. So if you go to the link that is on the actual page there listed, it kind of gives you go to the number one. It goes right to allow you to get to this free platform for CEOs, coaches, creators, consultants. If you have an online business or offline business, just by clicking the link, it allows you to register and show you how to get started and the 4 simple ways with getting paid with OfferLab. So it's simple and easy to get started. And like you said, Coach, it makes sense that nobody else has done this before. So by providing your name and email address and your phone number, you're simple and easy able to get started, get in part of the marketplace, and be able to take advantage of all the things that you just discussed here with us as well. So, but tell me this, once you get in, and this is what is so key that I think about in regards to passion over profits and mentorship. And again, like I just shared with you, I didn't get the clarity of OfferLab until I came to a Friday coaching call with you guys, and you were able to give that actual perspective. So how important is it investing in coaching and mentorship? Because that's the difference with passion over profits for me, with you and Jonathan Montoya. You guys are mentors. You're in the trenches with us. How important is it not just to take the first step in regards to getting started with OfferLab, but also to invest in yourself, like you said, and getting mentored and coached to the direction that you're looking to get into?
Let me answer this question in a different way, okay? Let's say everybody has their own reason why they started thinking about launching their online business, right? And I would say everybody hope their online business can be successful. Then that can change their family or themselves, their financial future. I think this is the common goal for everybody, you and me, and also thousands of people who are watching this right now, right? That's the common goal. So I want to give you this analogy, okay? Let's say, Adriane, if you have a money machine inside your house, and that money machine can produce daily income for you and your family. If you have that money machine inside the basement of your house, would you do maintenance on that money machine, like a schedule, maybe once a month, once a week? Make sure you give that money machine proper support so it can function properly. Would you?
Oh, definitely. That makes sense. Maintenance on the machine for sure. Yes.
Would you find technician to fine tune the money machine, maybe lubricate the money machine, make sure it runs smoothly, right? Maybe sometimes you will upgrade that money machine so it works better.
Definitely, because again, that's my money. That's my. I got a billionaire goal, Coach. So definitely, yes.
So you are that money machine for your family.
I love it.
If you think about that way, why wouldn't you get the proper support, mentorship, maintenance if you are that money machine?
I agree. But here's one thing that you're not saying is how you're different. And I want you to kind of explain that too. But I know every night I send you a text message before I even close my eyes. And we've been doing this for months, right? In regards to one of the tactics that you have is closing in the DM. You created an AI bot over it. And so, accountability is one thing that you actually, I can just, that's what people don't see in behind the scenes. But you make sure every day that you follow up with me in regards to making sure that my goals, whatever they are met. And that's something that I'm always you're stuck with me for life. I keep telling you that. The little things that you do. What makes you different, coach, besides just that little tactic about, relating with your team? Like someone like me in Detroit, Michigan, you're in California or Taiwan. Where are you right now, coach?
Arizona.
You're in Arizona. Okay, see, all over the world. But it doesn't matter where you are. You make sure that you feel close in regards to your coaching and mentorship. What to yourself do you think sets you apart from these other mentors and coaches that people think that are out here? What would you say?
I would say this is just my personal perspective. Okay, I would say myself, Nathan, and also all other coaches on the team, we literally started from doing what you want to do, okay, or what people who are watching this, you guys want to do as a complete beginner, okay. So I would say the reason why we are successful is because we made way more challenges than anybody else, okay. So right now, when let's say we have new student coming, joining, who just got started, right? I pretty much can immediately tell what mistakes that you are making right now, okay? And that was because I stick through all those challenges long enough, and that I would say that makes us unique, because I can tell you there is no one size fits all solution, okay?
No.
Buying video course, right? Learning by yourself is great. Okay. I started from doing that as well. But if you really want to move faster, you got to you you got to have a way that can help you spot the problems in your business. Okay. And I can tell you problems are ongoing. Okay. There is devil at every level, right? So, but a lot of people, they cannot even spot exactly what the problems are, because those are in their blind spot. We cannot see what we don't see, right? So you need to have somebody, right, whether a friend, a coach, to tell you what's in your blind spot, then get you a solution to fix those problems. Sometimes a particular challenge might not be able to be overcome by you. But when challenge cannot be overcome, instead of wasting another 6 months trying to figure out, let's pivot from that challenge. But everybody has their own unique strengths and weakness, right? The way for Adriane to pivot from this challenge may be different from how Celina should do in order to pivot from the same challenge, because you and her has different strengths and unique weakness. Okay,
Right.
that's why that kind of support you can only get from a proper mentorship.
And then I love that. But share with us, you've reached millionaire status. What helps you keep going and still do the crazy, like you said, you had a crazy morning and you're in the DMs with me every single night. You're coaching every week in regards to Fridays and Saturdays. What inspires you to just keep going and keep helping people? It's some people that reach millionaire status and they just say, I'm good, I'm done. But you're still in the trenches with us. You're still actively on Facebook. You're still in the DMs every day. You're still encouraging others. What actually motivates you to keep going past, just even millionaire status?
Well, have that goal in front of you, okay? Having that carrot in front of you, right? Then I'm just like a donkey, keep going. Because my goal is not just making $3-4 million, okay? My goal is to get closer to my mentor, Jonathan Montoya, right? So one day, hopefully I can hit 8 figures, then keep going up. So I'm still at the beginning stage of the goal I want to get to, okay? But I know without you guys, without a loyal, happy customer base, it's hard for me to scale to 8 figures. Okay. That's why I start doing the daily work, because I have a bigger goal I want to get to. That's number one. Number two, seeing you guys getting results, that's actually a fulfillment to me and also to other coaches as well. Okay. Because we also have our downtime. We also have our frustrated moment, right? Behind closed doors. We also have, I mean, we encounter all kinds of people, okay? Like some people, because everybody's perspective is different, okay? So I can understand that, because some people love you, some people hate you, right? No matter where you are or what
Right.
level you are at, right? So I also encounter sometimes I gave that person everything I got, right? Emotionally, right? Physically. But one day people change to different program, then they started bad mouthing you, right?
Mhm.
Some
Mhm.
people do that, okay? So sometimes we, especially initially, we feel frustrated, okay? We feel hurt. But how can we get us back to the things we should be doing is by looking at you guys' feedback, look at your testimonial, right? Then
Mhm.
feel that, hey, I really did something that helped other people. So that's where I drew my energy, right? From you guys, your results.
And I love too to bring up Papa Don. I know he's listening as well. How did it you've created this culture like family? When he reached Amazon bestseller, we all congratulated around him in regards to his goals and his dreams. And like you said, you have a goal for Jonathan Montoya goals. I have this billionaire goal. Papa Don had the Amazon bestseller goal. How do you actually create a culture within your actual coaching and mentorship program that is still family oriented and helps people like Steve to jump on, Papa Don, and you and I to connect as well?
Papa Dang, I mean, Papa Dang is a great inspiration to me. Okay, finally, I had the chance to start working with him, right? And after I've been talking to Papa Dang a couple times. Okay, number one, congratulations to you, Papa Dang, Amazon bestseller, right? Number two, Papa Dang, he is a very sophisticated businessman, right? So I learned a
Yes.
lot from talking to him as well. Not just online business. Okay, he did a lot of crazy stuff before, so I love talking to him. I learn from him. And talking about culture, okay, I think number one, pop is still small. Is very small comparing to other communities out there. Okay, and
Mhm.
one thing I would say, I pay attention to who we brought into pop, okay, if you will, because
Mhm.
ever talk to me in DM or in a sales discussion, I'm not afraid to tell you it takes work. I'm not afraid to tell you, oh, you're gonna encounter challenges, okay? Be ready, okay? If you're ready to deal with challenges, then don't worry. We will be walking alongside with you, okay? But
Mhm.
don't come in and hope everything will be fine, money falling from sky. It won't happen, okay? You're gonna have challenges. So pretty much everybody I close, they somehow realize the reality. Okay. If you're still willing to go through that, then you are a perfect client. So I usually go ahead.
I was going to ask you. So how do you help people tackle the fear of not doing well? Because I hear the saying, and I say it all the time too. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Even though in other words, we want those quick wins like tomorrow. But honestly, I'm thankful that God is slowing me down within the process, because what I can actually share with people is what transformation looks like. How important is it to, or how do you actually face fear? Like, some of those moments, like you shared, like in your darkest moments, how did you get through those challenges to, just keep going?
Uh okay, couple things. This for everybody, okay? I know we all want to have faster results, right?
Right.
But it takes time and also enough repetition in
Mm-hmm.
order to master a new skill. Okay, so just imagine when you were a kid, when you try to learn how to ride a bicycle, how many times you had to fail. And sometimes you might need to ask for your dad, mom to teach you how to do it, right? So-called mentor, right? And sometimes when mom and dad they were sleeping, you got too excited, right? Even though you failed yesterday, but today you cannot wait to jump on that bike and put in more runs, right? Then before you know it, you know how to ride a bike. But after we grew up, we lose that passion.
Mm-hmm.
If you are willing to put into the same kind of passion in learning new skill,
Right.
you can learn any new skill. You don't need other people to push you, because you just can't wait to put in more runs in order to master it, right? So I think that's the mindset. People say 90% of your success is mindset, which is true. which is
Mhm.
true. Okay? Because I can say online marketing is not rocket science. Okay.
Okay.
Me as an immigrant cannot speak perfect English. I still can figure out through going through challenges. I seriously believe anybody can learn if you are willing.
And the education is that one thing that nobody can take from you. And so when I think about just even in your journey as well, like we talked about kind of getting over debt, trying, getting family. What is your why that everybody has a why per se? Do you have a why that drives you to keep going, even besides the financial goals? Any other a why that
my
pushes you?
my why my why is my family. Okay, let me share my emotional journey when I was struggling. Okay, the reason why I left security business was because of my son, right? Because I want to be able to accompany them when they grow up. Okay, that has something to do with my dad, because my when I was a kid, my dad was so busy. He was a school teacher, a principal, and he also doing other religion stuff. So after she get off work, she has to spend a couple hours at night to take care of the religion stuff. So I hardly see him. Okay,
Mhm.
so when I was a kid, I have this dream, like one day I become a dad. I want to spend as much time as possible with my kids, right? So that's why I left my security business at the first place. So during that struggling period, okay, that's when my family questioning me. That was my bank account laughing at me, right? No matter what I did, I put in like maybe 8 hours, 10 hours every moment. I was awake into building my online business, but my bank account still shows zero, right? That's a big frustration. But initially, the only thing I didn't quit was I want to create daily content. Okay. Hopefully it can make money. That would be great. Even if it doesn't make money, I want to leave something that my kids can watch or come back to it when I'm
Mhm.
not here. Right. So during that initial content creation journey, I focus on one thing. Okay. I
Mhm.
cannot teach my kids how to quit. I want to show them how I try to overcome every challenges. So initially I didn't have too much hope that I can make 6 figures, 7 figures. All I want to focus on is, hey, let me go through these challenges. Let me share good, bad, beautiful, and ugly, all in my content. So later, when my kids grow up, if I'm not here, they can watch my content, maybe get some wisdom from it.
It's so funny that you said that. A couple of weeks ago, my sister passed away, and rest in heaven, Daria. Then, but the great thing is, I gained an angel, and so she decided not to have a funeral, the regular procession, that type of thing. And at that time too, I decided the same thing because like you just shared, I wanted to have my content, like the struggles, the good, the bad, the ugly. You can Google at Adriane Mayes and see all of it, like in regards to the ups and downs and how to fight through those things. But I just feel like that God is leading me in regards to just showing people what's possible. And in regards to that, like it's a different thing. Like you can create right now with this digital space. This is the best time to be an entrepreneur. And then with AI, right? How I wanted to jump into that real quick in regards to AI. How does that impact in regards to your content creation and being able to kind of take things to a whole nother level?
Big time. Okay, if you are just getting started right now, okay, I would say if you learn how to use AI properly,
Right.
it's actually easier for you than if you started 4 years ago.
That's so
Okay,
true.
4 years
That's
ago,
so true.
because
Yes.
I can do so many different things right now. The reason why Celina got faster results right off the gate was
Mhm.
because she learned how to use AI. Okay, not an AI expert, but use AI to create better content. Use AI to show you how to handle DM, right? All that stuff. Otherwise, it like a DM skill. It took me years, thousands of different conversation in order to figure out how to do it properly. But right now, using AI, you can take other people's brain into AI, then let AI teach you how to do it in the meantime. So much faster.
So how do you? So I call my Chat GPT Chat GPT from Detroit. What up, though? So how much in regards to Chat GPT, or do you have a favorite between Gemini? There's so many different AIs that you can use. Do you use Chat GPT or Claude or any of those more than Google Banana? Like, which one do you actually prefer?
Right now, I would say 85% of the when I use AI, it's all ChatGPT.
Me too. Like I get there's other ones, right? But
all the other apps, right? They work in for different tasks, but
right.
I would say ultimately, okay, when it comes to making sales, ultimately will be your copywriting, like
Mm-hmm.
the words on paper, the words coming out from your mouth, right? It's all copywriting. So I use ChatGPT most of time. Yeah.
And then too, I wanted to bring up too, this has been amazing within my business as well. This AI sales closer that you and Daniel actually created. How has this actually helped your students having Chat GPT as well as creating a GPT to help people close more sales in the DMs and uploading their conversations, even doing screenshots, right? How impactful has that been in regards to the growth of not only myself, but other students that you've had under your tenure?
So this one in particular, okay, when we built out this one,
Mm-hmm.
not only me and Nate, we did over $3.5 million commissions online. So we have enough like a sales data, right? Our own framework. But this particular bot, we also installed all the top converting closing frameworks. I'm talking about 9-figure, 8-figure sales companies, okay, into this bot. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even myself, I'm learning from this bot as well. Because before, when there was a sales objection, you either have enough experience so you know what to say, or you try to win it, right? And hope you don't say the wrong thing. But with this one, all I need to do, just take a screenshot, put into the bot, because this bot already has all the proven frameworks in it. It will tell me exactly step by step what to say. It also predict if you say this, your prospect will say this. When they say this, you say this, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it helps me a lot. I pretty much don't need to. I can detach my personal emotion. I can detach my personal frustration, confusion inside my DM. I only need to do it by the book. That's it.
I like it. I like it. So, if somebody is actually thinking about joining Passion Over Profits, what's one thing you would actually want them to actually know about Passion Over Profits and learning this digital game in regards to this coaching team that you have? Because I call you
I
guys
would
my
say
AI cash flow team.
if I want to summarize it, okay, you have to see passion over profits. I don't know how long this will last, but right now, when you join, let's say if you want to join, you join through Adriane, right? Pick up the course. Not only you can resell it for 100% profits without you creating nothing, right? Number two, right now we also give you coaching as a bonus. Okay, if you go out there to hire coaches, you know how much 7-figure coaches will charge. Okay. But
Mm-hmm.
right now, we actually give you coaching as a bonus. Okay. So you have to see passion over profits as a coaching program. Okay. As a coaching program. Because inside this passion over profits program, you can sell anything you like. Like Adriane is building her own AI offer. We have students learning how to use social media to sell insurance offer, real estate offer. Okay. But 80% of the members, they are selling pop, right? Because they are complete beginner. They want to get some cash flow going first. This one, you can simply take it, sell it as your own without creating you nothing while we coach you.
And then too, affiliates are able to sell this within OfferLab as well, correct?
Yeah, if all you need to do just pick up a high converting offer, promote it and make money, right? You can actually join OfferLab through Adriane, then go on OfferLab marketplace, search for POP, okay? Then you can apply to promote pop using OfferLab for free, again for free, okay? Then you will make 50% commissions from every single sale.
And so you don't even have to have your own product, is what you're sharing in regards to like OfferLab and getting started. So someone that is watching this right now, wanted to actually get started with the process, you're sharing that you don't have to have a product, correct?
You don't need to. I mean, you don't need to have a product. Okay, if your concern is that, hey, do I need to have a product? I don't know how to create product. I can tell you, you don't need to worry about that. Okay, if all you're looking for is high converting offer, I already gave you a solution. Get a free account through Adriane. Jump on OfferLab. You can access all top converting offer from me, from Russell Brunson, from Jonathan, from all other businesses for free. You can even sell supplement, physical products if that's your gig, right? If you want to sell travel offer, like travel agent, right? Somebody may be selling you travel opportunity, right? A lot of travel opportunities out there. On OfferLab, you can promote any travel offer for free, okay? So if you are looking for high converting offer, get yourself a free OfferLab account. That's the easiest way.
I love it, Coach. And I want to make sure that we stay within the time frame, because I know we both have a training to go to here quickly. So I want to go through real quick the top 8, something fun in regards to just kind of getting to know the insides of Daniel Chou. So real quick, if you could be one superhero, any superhero in the world, what would that mine is Flash. Remember, I'm a Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. What would be your superhero and why?
For me, I would say Superman. Okay, Superman. Yeah, Superman. Superman with superpower. For my kids, definitely. For my family, for my kids, definitely. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, awesome, Superman. Okay, so if I start calling you Superman, so if you could eat any food all day, every day, what food would that be and why?
I will go with sushi. I like Asian food. Yeah, sushi.
What kind of sushi though? Because I'm a sushi fan too.
I like good sushi, like
California roll. That's one of my favorites. Do you have a favorite roll?
Roll, I would say spider roll, California roll. But I have to tell you, as an Asian guy, okay, like American people, you guys love sushi in a different way, right? Like Asian do. If we eat sushi a lot, we don't like to eat raw. We like to eat sashimi. We like to eat like a real sushi. So I like to eat shellfish. Yeah, like urchin, sea urchin, clam, oyster. That's my favorite.
Okay, I love it. Thank you for that, because now I'm gonna ask more questions later. Now, tell me where I'm from Detroit, Michigan. What up, though? Tell me where you, and you saw the Lions won yesterday. Come on, Papa Don. Tell me where are you from and where do you call home now?
Originally, I was from Taiwan. Okay, so I came to United States in 2004. Right, went to school, got my degree. So my hometown, because my mom is still in Taiwan, but now I call right now U.S. is my home. Right, Arizona is my home. Yeah. But
where in Arizona? Are you in Phoenix?
Huh?
What part of Arizona are you in?
Tucson.
Tucson. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing here. The only thing you can do is focus on business.
Yeah, for real. I've been to Tucson. And the next question for you: what's your favorite place you traveled to and why? I shared with you my cousin is Chris Bosh, who played with the Toronto Raptors. So Toronto is my favorite place in travel. Where's your favorite place of travel and why? And
so far, I would say Japan. So far, I would say Japan. But I really want to. Hopefully, one day I can get a property in Dubai. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. We're gonna meet. I'm coming to visit, Coach. So you stuck with me. I told you. And so, we got 2 more questions. If you can actually, one thing that your brand would be, one word. What would that one word be for your brand? My word is resilient. Oh, I got you with a doozy.
I would say family. I would say family. That one word, family. Yeah, that word actually carry a lot of weight. Yeah, because it's not. Yeah, it's not easy to. I mean, like a young father myself, it's not easy to like make sure everybody in your family all share the same goal, right? Pretty much like when you are building a team. Okay, so I would say family, but that word carries a lot of weight to me. Yeah.
I like that as well. Do you happen to have a day or a holiday or a season? I told you my sobriety date is November 20th, 2023. So you remember when your sobriety date is? When is your sobriety date, Coach?
No, I don't remember. Yeah.
You're just like, I don't do it anymore. I'm done. I get it. Do you have a day or a season or holiday that stands out for you?
Christmas. I like Christmas. Yeah, Christmas is the happy time. Yeah.
Okay. So my last question for you, and I'm gonna get us to our training. What if you could tap young Daniel on the shoulder and give him one piece of advice? What would you give your younger self advice? And you actually listen, because we didn't listen back then. What's one piece of advice you would give your younger self to help you with the life experience that you've actually been through?
If I can go back in time, I think a lot of people also need this as well. Also myself, if I can go back in time, I want to tell younger Daniel is that don't overthink it. Take a bold action, okay? Because even though I achieved some results right now, but I can tell you, I also had issue with procrastination. I also have issue with self-doubt, right? Then I have to wait till one day I really realize I have no other option than do it, right? But what if I could make a decision, then commit to the process, took bold action as quick as possible, I might have better results than what I have right now.
Well, you know what? You're exactly where you're supposed to be. And Steve, thank you so much. He said he had a beautiful live, and we appreciate
Thank you, brother.
Everybody that tuned in. Thank you so much, for actually tuning in. But Coach, I do want to say to you publicly as well, I appreciate everything you've done in regards to where I am right now. And we're just at the beginning. We haven't even done anything yet. But everything that you actually helped me with mindset, with structure, with understanding that I'm not alone in this journey. That's been the most. I truly want to thank you. And like I said, just saying yes to this live virtual conversation, it means more to me, as well as Celina getting started with me on May 6, 2025. It means more to me than you will ever know. So that your one word being family, it makes sense because I'm a part of your family now. You just don't know you got this little Detroiter.
I'm part of my family. I also want to say something. Number one, thank you for this opportunity. Bring me on your show and let me share my message, right? I hope everybody who are watching this can pick up some information that can be useful to you. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I also have to say, if you are going through challenges right now, just know this: everybody has challenges. Okay, and Adriane is one of the very few people I've ever encountered where her consistency is second to none. Okay, so if you looking for that inspiration, right? If you want to see the real proof how people go through daily challenges and move towards their goal, Adriane is the one you need to follow. Okay, so make sure you guys all follow her because she inspired me a lot.
And you inspired me as well. So don't sleep. Please follow Daniel Chou as well and be able to support. So let's both get to our billionaire training so that we can help more people. And I want to say thank you as well. And again, I'll see you soon. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. Come on, what up though, everybody? That was the best hour. Oh my God, I'm so full. Oh, you know what? Thank you, everyone, for the opportunities for just even tuning in live. I'm not going to make this long, but I'm going to make it quick. One thing is, it is a journey to the destination, but if you just keep going every single day and know that you own it and be accountable for where you are, exactly where you're supposed to be right now, where you're supposed to be, just keep focused. Put your head down, do the work, keep going, because guess what? There is no do it for you type situation in life. You have to go through the ups and downs. You have to tackle your mindset. You have to get around a like-minded community to help you be the best version of yourself every single day. And that's what Daniel Chou, that's what Passion Over Profits, that's what things like OfferLab and these communities that if you're following or even being a part of the Adriane Mayes AI Cash Story Captain family, then you're in the right place. You're not alone. You can keep doing it through it all. It doesn't matter exactly where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. But where you're supposed to aspire to is the best part that you can ever be as well. So day 494, the Billionaire Journey, Coach Daniel Chou, Nate, just blessing us the live virtual conversation stage. Thank you, every single one of you guys, for actually tuning in. I can, I will, I shall be victorious. What up, though, Detroit, Michigan? Let's go. Thank you, Coach. DMs to Digital Millions, Daniel Chou. And thank you so much, Steve, for the love as well. Let's go. Deuces.